Hey everyone, welcome to the Energy Edit. My name's Kristen and I have a message for you today. Ooh, I'm feeling like some tightness along my body and my back, and I'm like constantly wanting to stretch. I call it like old people stretching. I try and do this every single day. Um, you know, bend down and touch my toes and come back up slowly, of course, not to get all lightheaded, but I also do twists, kind of rotate the spine, do 20 of those, and then of course I do my squats every day. But yeah, I always get some sort of funkiness in my lower back, but that could also be aligned with chakras too. So pay attention. Right where I'm feeling it is my sacral chakra, and that's kind of the basis of my creativity. That's where obviously it's the womb. So I mean, literal creative or creation, but also like this is kind of where you like your relationships kind of stem from, and your sense of self, and just kind of where it's one up from the root chakra, which is our foundation, our health and wealth essentially, and then our sacral chakra is, hey everyone, sorry about that. Yeah, back to the sacral chakra. It's, yeah, the center of creativity, pleasure, or emotions, sensuality, connection. So it allows us obviously to connect with others, and it is represented by the color orange. All the chakras have the seven main chakras. There's multiple chakras in our systems, but the seven main chakras are energy centers where we can really kind of connect within and to the higher power. So sacral chakra, when it's balanced, it's fluid. We can really enjoy ourselves and connect with others on a natural basis without feeling any need to control the outcome. And that was another message I was hearing today, is like release the need to control the outcome, like surrender to the will of the cosmos, like surrender to the outcome for the highest good of all, knowing that in your heart you are, in alignment, you are being true to yourself, you are being true to who you are, your deepest values, but also release the need to control anybody, release the need to control a situation, release the need to control an outcome. Once we do that, like the energy truly does shift, and the universe starts to work in our behavior, because we're not fighting it. We're not fighting it every other turn. We're not sitting there trying to control every single person around us or our environment, or um, any outcome possibly. So yes, highest good of all, of course, visualize the outcome you'd like to have, work towards that, manifest it. That's how we keep, but release the need to see how the path will unfold in front of you, because oftentimes it's not exactly the way we expect. And I've just seen so many people just use so much energy trying to make a plan or even a backup plan and all these other things. And that's, of course, that's important, right? I'm not saying that plans aren't important. I'm just saying that it is also important to make sure that we're not, I think there's a fine line between exerting control and then just going with the flow and following the path that unfolds in front of us. Anyway, surrender. That's all I'm saying. And maintain decorum. That's also what I'm hearing. Maintain your composure. You might get some news this week. I'm feeling like some news that's going to stir you up. We're in the midst of eclipse season right now. We just had a solar eclipse on the 12th in Leo, and now we're going to have a lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 28th. So we're about a weekend. We have another week out to get to that, the next eclipse. But eclipses are just dramatic. I think a lot of us are in our feels. It could be a lot of purging going on right now as well. So just pay attention to that. If you have like unexplained fatigue, or you have head pressure, or just like sort of disruptions, or just emotional purges, or even ringing in your ears, those can all be signs of ascension. That means you're actually ascending, you're leveling up, you're quantum leaping in timelines. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to your body. Do a wellness check kind of up and down the spine. If there's any sort of tightness, go ahead and research what chakra that is, near that body part, and see about what it represents, and maybe how we can do, what actions we can take, what foods we can eat, what colors we can wear or surround ourselves with, to create more balance and become more aligned and fluid, so that we feel like it's just everything's kind of naturally going with the flow and things are just divinely working out in our favors. Because why wouldn't they? All right, cool. I'm going to start by pulling some oracle and then some tarot. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. What do we need to know today? One or two more cards. Thank you. All right. So the first card that came out said, figure it out. So, and then the second card that came out was hell bent on trying to cause chaos. So I feel like that could be like a message that might be coming your way now. Well, obviously, like, use discernment, trust the sender, trust the message, trust the intention behind the message. But you know, pay attention to any sort of agents of chaos in your world. Now, agents of chaos generally are repetitive, right? It's something that's like consistently causing chaos in your life and home, and probably not kind of forcing your nervous system to act out and maybe pushing you out of alignment. So you'll need to look forward and figure that out. But somebody said it's creepy, so there could be somebody kind of behind the scenes trying to cause chaos in your life, like covertly, and you might not even be aware of it, but you feel it. You feel that negative energy that might not even be yours. You could do a few things. You can do with energetic connections, you can do cord cutting. You can also do a return to sender. You can do, make sure you're cleansing and protecting your energy always, obviously. So this one said, playing games, don't fall for it. So hellbound on trying to cause chaos, playing games, don't fall for it. It's creepy. You are very popular. I'm getting this, like, not in the traditional sense of popular. I'm getting this, like, someone's watching you and people are watching you. I think it's more than one person. It could be a group. So hellbent trying to cause chaos in your life. So also, like, you are very popular. It does say you're getting the job. So it also says to me that you are going to be getting this job. You may have a new job coming for you. You may be, if you're, applying for jobs, like, self-assured, you will get the job. Like, go in as if you already have it. You know that job very well. You are very popular. So it sounds like if you're interviewing with a bunch of people, they will all like you. Gold coins, confirmation. It's going to be a very lucrative job. So here we go. Hidden things coming to light. Why? You might get the answer of why. So this message might be something that you have been wondering, or like maybe missing some information on, and ultimately you're going to learn why something happened the way it did, or someone did something the way what they did. So collaboration, that's for your job. You're going to be collaborating with people and working together. Something's coming up on Labor Day. Labor Day is just in a couple of weeks, so I think that this is all going to happen before then, by then. You are a superhero. Someone's looking at you as a superhero. If not, it's your kids, it's your people around you, and it's yourself. I think you're just kind of like, you've taken some time to grow and learned. And I think you've also gotten some new gifts. I think that, like, when we do level up, I mean, the universe does all of a sudden start to gift us more, whether that be material wealth or health, or also like metaphysical gifts as well, like more like psychic gifts, intuitive gifts. Your psychics or your intuitive hits are probably getting stronger. Your downloads are getting longer. Catalyst. All right. You're a catalyst. You help people. You help people change their lives. You help people that change your lives. And I think somebody's kind of jealous of that. Someone that wants to cause chaos. We'll get there. What else do we need to know? What is it that we don't see? So it says keep people guessing. So essentially, right, like, don't give everything away. That's kind of a standard employment these days, right? Like, keep your cards close. I always say it's good to be private, not secretive. So be who you are, be authentic. Own your skeletons, own your shit. It's funny. You will become, like, people become more popular. You are very popular by the more vulnerable they become and kind of show their truer self. People like that, right? We get it. Like it's not always fun to watch somebody's life look like it doesn't have any problems, even though we all know everyone's life has issues. I mean, nothing is without some drama in our lives, no matter how hard we try to play it safe or keep it safe. It's still like life happens, and you know we roll with it. I think like you just ended a toxic loop. This is also like whatever information is coming to light, or whatever you figured out, you have ascended yourself. You have eliminated yourself. You have emancipated yourself from this situation, from whatever this agent of chaos is, whether that be, it could be a workplace environment, a toxic workplace environment. It could be just you learning how, like, your worth. It could be learning, like, wow, I think you've come into like a new life. I think you've come into a new version of yourself, a version that hasn't been experienced before. And I think because that is like more so a before and after. So there was an event or a person that helped that kind of spur you onto and kind of have this spiritual awakening that you've gotten, that you've done. That being said, uh, someone will always come back. The devil will always be there. Like there will always be someone to try and take you back down to where you were or keep you back on their level. It's often low vibrational entities that attach themselves to you and try and suck it. So they can also be in the form of energy vampires. Very important to, once again, protect your energy and pay attention to how you feel after engaging with certain people. So truth has come out, and I feel like you're also a truth teller. I think that's why people like you, is that you tell the truth. Justice will be done. So I think that's also, the truth will come out. I feel like you're going to get a message before Labor Day. You might be moving. You might be relocating. This job also might have a move to it, or you might be traveling for the work. But this is your sign. You have winnings coming. Winnings. All right, one or two more, please. That was too many. You beat to your own drum. That's another thing that kind of makes you likable, is that, once again, authenticity is the most attractive trait anyone can have. So the more who you are, then like authentic is, more relatable or more likable or more, yeah, people don't create these big narratives or make you bigger than you are, right? Put you on a pedestal or put you in a box, like people project all kinds of things onto us. And like oftentimes I'm being told about my personality that I don't even identify with, but yet I can easily see how that's a trait in the person telling me this. So it's kind of like, but that's what projection is. So, so you're gonna have a boat and a trailer. Boat and trailer might be significant for somebody. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more over here, and then see what else Spirit has to teach us. So, yeah, I think you just want to maintain your high vibration. You got love coming, and if not, I mean, that's self-love. I mean, we have love, we have truth out here. It is so true that, when people, if you are single, and let me just say, I'm speaking for the people that are single, which are some of you. Once again, you may have to move confirmation. So that could have something to do with information coming to light or this job. I got a cult coven or secret society is closer than you think. Kind of came out with hidden things coming to light and hellbent trying to cause chaos. So, and that's on top of you may have to move. There might be something going on right in your neighborhood, not to scare anybody. You are divinely protected. You are 100% protected. Like keep your head up, Also, yeah, like you might keep your head on a swivel, not to be paranoid, but to be observant and to understand, because the universe is giving us everything we want. It is all around us. It is just up to us to pay attention and to notice it, really. You're getting validation, material success. So I think that job in a couple months, you're going to be getting, like, if you want that boat, you can afford the boat. If you want something new, a new car, something, you'll be able to afford what you want. 1444 on the clock. He asked about you, and he's coming back. So take it as it resonates. That could be somebody from your past that might be trying to play games with you, try to cause chaos. So don't keep your guards up. Stay strong. Stand strong. Stand tall. Like, you don't. The moment I chose myself, I emancipated myself from the situation. The moment you chose yourself, you emancipated yourself from the situation. You know the situation. You ended a toxic loop. Okay, that's what it requires. That's what ascending requires. That's what leveling up requires. You can't take everyone with you. You have to cut those toxic ties or cords or whatever. And some of this stuff is past life energies, right? Some of the stuff comes back just to because we've signed a contract somewhere along the line to say, hey, I need to learn this. Also, some of us that are more like light workers and star seeds, we kind of learn things the hard way or are late bloomers. Oftentimes, we won't even find love until later part in life because we truly haven't come into ourselves yet. So here we go. You have an audience. That goes like on both sides. Like, I think a lot of people are watching you right now. I think, yeah. So I mean, if you are, something like you're about to be famous. So if you're in a public eye in some forum, or if you're on a public platform, then people are watching you. Something is going on. You have an audience. But I also think that, once again, with that type of platform, you have to take the good with the bad. You're going to get creepy people watching you as well. Take it as it resonates. But yeah, dream home, dream neighborhood, that can come into your moving. Undeniable proof. So the truth and why. Undeniable proof. You're going to learn why, what happened, what you've been kind of trying to understand, I guess. Truth always comes out, right? It always comes out. It's just a matter of time. So keep your cards close. Once again, I have a feeling, even with this job offer, you're going to want to keep that to yourself. Like, anything that's like anything that's kind of going well for you, like, just keep it to yourself. You know who you can trust. Keep your circle small. But, it's funny because the energy vampires, oh my gosh, did this just come out again? Keep your cards close. Keep your cards close. All right, that's validation. Mom is the word. Like, literally, once you do start to have material success and gold coins, and it sounds like you are getting the job, and you may, for some of you, you got the riz, you're about to be famous. But yeah, keep your cards close, man. Like, don't, it's a gift from God. You're getting a gift from God. Whatever you've been desiring, whatever you've truly wanted and been praying for, working towards, whatever is happening, confirmation. And I use God as a higher power, universe, however you view the supernatural. All right. Throat chakra. All right. Back to chakras. You could be actually famous for speaking. You could be a very good public speaker. I was just watching about how, what's her name? I want to say Mel Gibson, but it's not Mel Gibson. Mel Robbins, is that her name? Anyway, she came out as, like, she's got the let them philosophy. I think she wrote the book Let Them, meaning if they don't invite you, let them not invite you. If they don't want to include you, then let them not include you. If they want to tell you how you are or create a false narrative about you in their head, then let them. You don't have to go out and prove yourself to everybody. You don't have to go out and sell your story. You don't have to go out, like, if you're maintaining your integrity, your reputation will show over time. That's how reputations are built. It's built over time. It's not built on one or two events, and it's not built on, like, scarcity and sporadic events or whatnot. So just do you. Stay in your own lane. Keep your circles close. I don't know of any famous person that hasn't received hate at some sort. So, just be who you are, right? Anyway, they're getting a divorce. So take it as it resonates. But whoever is getting a divorce, I feel like you or them are doing it hopefully the right way, and because respectfully, because you both know that you deserve love and you deserve to be happy and you deserve it to be with the right people. Our partners make up like 90% of our misery and happiness, right? So who we're spending majority of our life with making these huge decisions, they play so many roles. It has to be a special person. It has to be a person. It has to be your person, right? And there are multiple, I have multiple soulmates in this world. Most of them are female, platonic. But I just know that like there's zero wall between us. We are very much real and I trust them. They're all over the world. But yeah, be very particular about who you're with. It makes a huge difference in your life. It can suck the energy. There's an apology coming in. Whether you're owed one or not, or you feel you need one or not, it looks like they're coming, but I feel like it's just a little too late. Something that happened around 8/8, the portal, the Lionsgate portal, that was another time of like ascension. The portals are usually when like we start to get like greater spiritual gifts or start to like kind of our our spiritual awakening starts to grow and become a little bit more vast. Mercury in retrograde, that was a little while back. Something that happened then could be coming back. You have freedom, mental health freedom. Nobody deserves the cost of your mental health, okay? Nobody deserves it. You have to take care of it. Not even your children, right? Like you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anyone else. So if somebody, even your job, it's not like nothing should come at the cost of your mental health, not material success or any sort of fake profile or public eye thing. It looks like you're getting your dream home. It's exciting. You are the star. Confirmation, you may be famous. You are popular. You got a new step, next step, new journey. You ended a toxic cycle. You closed down a toxic cycle. You learned the lessons that you need to learn. Saturn's now in retrograde. Saturn is the planet of discipline ruled by Capricorn. Like, so now that it's in retrograde, there's like probably cyclical lessons coming back that we need. Once again, be very clear on what you want. Do not fall. The more solid and strength of self that we have, and that helps with having our solid like boundaries around us, but do not fall. Like we can stand on business. We can stand 10 toes down. Like we don't fall for the BS or the, misleading situations or scenarios anymore. It's like also if it goes against your value system and it just doesn't make sense, it's not worth it. Like you don't compromise your values in order to have like probably a small gain, which, ooh, someone's watching you. Envy, one of the 7 deadly sins. Envy wears many faces. Sometimes it shows up as fake support, fake concern, unsolicited advice. You know that friend that's always like giving you the backhanded compliment, or they're always just joking. Yeah, if you feel kind of shitty when you're around certain people, pay attention. Toxic ties. This isn't a victim villain story. It's a messy entanglement with both sides are contributing to the destruction. All right, this has to do with somebody from your past. I think that they envy you. Or that somebody that they're connected to envies you. But once again, if you're gonna be popular, you're gonna always have haters too. You gotta accept that. What comes with the good is the bad, and the bad is the good. It's just the way it works. It can't deny it. Drama queen. So this person, this envy person, or this person with toxic ties could be somewhat of a drama queen. And don't get pulled into the drama. If he showed up, they'd start a fight out of boredom. Blue eyes can be significant. Green eyes. I have green eyes. Canceled. They crossed a line. Now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace hits harder when it's public. So a couple things. Broken cell phone screen could be significant. You could have blocked somebody. Looks like they don't have access to you, or no limited contact, limited access to you. That's good. You want to make sure you're protecting. Also, like whether or not this truth that comes out, whether it's public or not, it does have effect on everybody. So there is a ripple effect. But a way to like not get canceled is to own your shit, right? And that goes back to being authentic, is saying like if you kind of are open about your skeletons in the closet or things that you should be, shamed for or whatever, like, and just own it. It's like, once again, there shows vulnerability, and then people kind of like you again. The cycle goes around and around. Anyway, you have good karma. You got good karma coming in. Something done in good faith is coming back multiplied. Energy never disappears, it circulates. And then I have family feud on the bottom. Sometimes blood is thicker than water, and sometimes it's just thicker with drama, judgment, and silent grudges. So this could be someone in your family that's kind of preventing you from leveling up. They're extremely jealous of you. And those jealous people, like, you can't be a good friend or can't have a good relationship with someone that you're jealous of, because you genuinely don't necessarily want the best for them, right? And those people will try and, create chaos in your life, or, they could even do small things or make even small remarks to kind of cut down your confidence, or, things that you worked hard for. So be careful around that. Envy is very deadly. And so you want to cut your toxic ties. You want to, like, make sure that you're not, that you're not perpetuating and attaching yourself to energy vampires who are also attaching yourself to you. Those toxic relationships, those toxic loops, that's important that you should do that. All right, I'm going to pull like 5 cards for tarot, and then, scam alert. It's on top. It's not always about money, clout, access, reputation. There are many ways to get played. So be careful. This is somebody, this envy person you could have toxic ties in. Doing the work came out. This has to do with your good karma. You're doing the work. You cut the toxic loop. So court date. The courtroom might be the stage, but the real drama started long before the documents are filed. And then, of course, there's a plot twist coming. So I think that before Labor Day, you're going to experience a plot twist, and it might have might be on or around the lunar eclipse. Lunars signify endings. People tend to get eclipsed out of our lives. But this one's in Pisces, so expect a lot of emotions to come up, a lot of feels, a lot of anything you've been repressing, anything you've been hiding, is going to come up. So, and it's going to be emotional. Judgment. Judgment always comes. Judgment Day is always coming. So, it's just righting the wrongs, or, rebalancing at the energy. It says, answering to the call of action creates the opportunity. Awakening, purpose, reckoning, self-assessment, atonement, rejuvenation. So yeah, I feel like this is dual-sided. Like, this is, awakening. We're talking about ascension and, the Lionsgate portal and different ways of receiving new gifts. But ultimately, like, in your good karma, obviously this judgment has everything to do with karma. This is all karma. It's all spiritual. So at the same time, somebody could be getting canceled. That could be their judgment based on their actions. We reap what we sow. The Sun card. This is Sun card's always a yes card. This one it came out like to clarify toxic ties, and I feel like this one might have a love child involved. There's a baby in this card, so there could be a love child involved. Take it as it resonates, but ultimately, yeah, I don't see I don't see it like as a couple. I see that this was either like, yeah, I kind of am getting that. That won't apply to everybody though. Okay, so the King of Cups, drama queen, King of Cups in reverse, lack of emotional intelligence, lack of control, merciless, shifty of dealings, coldness. So that could be you or someone you know, but whoever is this drama queen or king, they're shifty in their dealings. King of Wands here, under canceled. King of Wands always reminds me of, like, so we have 2 kings here, one in reverse, one in back. So this could be, okay, King of Wands could be like a player type energy, kind of more of a promiscuous, lustful type energy. But I'm getting, yeah, maybe that's what's going on. This person is being canceled for being a player, shifty dealings, or trying to scam somebody. But for you, this could also mean, like, use the dynamic energy of a leader. So, like, make sure that you are operating, in your highest good. The Page of Cups also came out. I think that you're going to get an offer here. Pages also represent kids. Yeah, I think you're going to get a love offer here coming in for your good karma. Yeah, I think somebody who's like sweet and kind and generous, reflective, on his stuff or her stuff, right? Uh, Accountability, very attractive quality in somebody for sure. All right, doing the work, Queen of Pentacles. This came out under doing the work. So it just says, yeah, continue to focus on your home and your family and your success and your abundance, and everything's coming to you. It sounds like you are going to get that job, and just be kind, truthful, and practical. So maintain decorum. That was one of the channel messages I received earlier. Plot twist: the time is right to take your actions. Prosperity, power, and opportunity. Manifestation, Labor Day, new venture. So I think something's coming up within the next couple of twids. You're going to get a job. This is your job offer right there. But so double confirmation, though. I think that there's also well, there was a third party here but I think this might represent pregnancy again. This could be a seed, and then there's three people here, and the Three of Pentacles after under plot twist. So I think you might learn about a pregnancy, or there might be two pregnancies. Take it as it resonates. Anyway, that could be the incoming message that might get you out of your feels or into your feels. So be aware. It is advised to, take rest. We are coming in lunar eclipse season, just kicks up so much dust. So nothing really kind of like, yes, truth comes out. Yes, new truths are uncovered or unearthed, and parts of the puzzle or the picture start to put together. But ultimately, pay attention to your body, pay attention to your surroundings, whom's around you. Yeah, you're gonna be, just rest to make sure that if and when feelings and emotions and big emotions come up, this could also be represented by the Page of Cups here. Let them go, let them flow, let them process, right? Let them flow. So yeah, step back and gain everything. So take a rest, gain everything from perspective. You have everything around you. The Lovers card here, I have the Seven of Cups with the Lovers, with the Hierophant, with the Six of Cups. So yeah, so basically you're gonna just get some clarity, make sure that you're not juggling too much, kind of release what needs to be released. Also, that is energetically. You have the Lovers here. Now that's also meant of a choice, like a dual choice. It doesn't always mean like in the love in the traditional sense. So I feel like someone's coming in. It could have been a past lover. You are gonna have a choice here, and the Hierophant is like, this does represent tradition. So understand your beliefs, values, and boundaries. Like this is kind of more of like education and divine wisdom, and just kind of kindness and tradition. And basically like show compassion, maintain decorum. The Six of Cups can also represent nostalgia and healing. So this does represent like somebody from your past, perhaps, that you have unfinished business with, that you need to cleanse those toxic ties. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your level up journey with me. Until next time, edit your energy, elevate your life.